non-stop. Father Lord, we thank you this morning. We honor you. We bless your holy name. We declare your faithfulness, your awesomeness. We say you are God all by yourself. There is none like you, Jesus. Thank you for many that are alive today to see this beautiful day. We honor you in that. Thank you that we are taking one step at a time every blessed day, King of glory. Thank you that you are making a way where there seems to be no way. Thank you for the life that money cannot buy, Father. Your name be praised, your name be glorified, your name be lifted up, your name be exalted above every other name. We pray for our dear brothers and sisters who cannot connect with us. We lift up Prophet Mega, whom is very sick, and the wife too is very, very sick right now, and said the stomach of the wife is paining, whatever the issue may be. He said they have gone to the doctor, they are not seeing anything. Whatever has transpired, the blood of Jesus, we plead the blood, we plead the blood, we plead the blood, that the blood speak. We thank you for a testimony for Prophet Nanja yesterday as well, that the wife has put to bed that yesterday late in the evening. All glory ascribed to you after she was there for the past 2 days. Take all the glory, Lord. Take all the glory, Lord. Those that are driving, those that are still rushing, we thank you that you bring them here safely. In Jesus' name, amen and amen. So it's sad, it's sad, it's sad, it's sad, it's sad, it's sad. It is very sad where we are. So I believe that we are going somewhere. That's all I can say. We can't relent. We cannot cry. We cannot complain. We'll just say, Father, we depend in you. Depend in you. You are our rock. He is our rock and ages. He is our rock and ages. Jesus Christ is our rock and ages. Yes. He's a rock and ages, because I saw what you sent now. Which one is this one? When you said something like this, I said, not again now. Mama Rose is about to say something.
It's just a confirmation to everything you are telling us, teaching us, that they are really happening in some part of the world. That is not a joke, that we should not take things for granted. That this
The
is
person
the
with all the baggage cannot run.
because of all the load.
It's still tried.
Yeah, but just trying to explain that
you slow, you left behind.
because of all our problems.
All the problems are there.
Are weighing us down.
Yes.
And it's making us to lose focus.
Yes.
From
And that
God.
is the assignment of the enemy.
Yes.
That is the assignment of the enemy.
We are losing focus from the God, and we don't even.
It's a shame. God help me.
You will.
Help all of us. Help all of us, God. We'll be looking at the human rights. We are on right number, is it 11? No, we didn't go that far, did we?
Just a minute, ma'am. Yeah. We stop at number 10.
Number 10.
Yeah, that's what I
Uh-huh.
read.
You're correct. Number 10.
No, we even did the right to privacy, which is 12, and freedom,
13. Did we go to 13?
yeah, freedom of movement, number 13.
That's, that's what I said. I said, this woman, I don't forget like that. In as
Freedom of
much as,
movement, number 13.
yeah, okay, that's fine. We're looking at 14. If we can finish it today, I will be grateful. Because when we know this right, every other thing is whatever. You must know this right. Then now we start learning how to apply the rights, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That's our goal. So, can you read the 10, 11, and the 10, 11, 12, 13?
The right to privacy and the right to
The, right.
oh yeah, just a minute.
That's okay.
To privacy.
Mm.
I did my own writing because I didn't catch up with you.
Okay. No
I,
problem.
I was supposed to go into it and complete it, but I have not done that.
It's something Pastor Noble share for human rights.
Hmm.
And because the child wore a t-shirt that says there are only two genders.
Oh,
And yeah. And then the other ones, and then they send the child back away from school to go
oh.
home. If I wear a t-shirt that says only two gender, I did not say nothing to you. You were sending me back home to school to go home. What did I do? I wore my t-shirt. What's your problem? It's my right. I didn't come to nobody. I didn't say nothing to you. I'm not the owner who made the t-shirts. So gay people want to have right more than every other person? No. You need to stop.
In Sweden, they've taken over the right here in Sweden.
And let
And
them take it.
that's why now we cannot even register our church the way we should, because if we do, we'll be forced to allow gay people into our church.
Look at that.
Yeah, and if we refuse to do that, they will sue us and they will close the church down.
Okay. So they are the one controlling now.
Yeah, they have more power here in that's why
So what happened with the church? The church does not have power.
they feel that the church will accept everybody,
No,
that the church will respect the human right.
it's wrong. There are certain rights that it doesn't need to.
According to them, no one shall be subjected to any arbitrary interference with his privacy, family,
Nobody is
home.
interfering. Nobody is interfering. Do your own thing. Nobody is interfering. But you don't have why you are the one trying to interfere in my own thing. When you trying to interfere and force people in the church, this is not my belief. In your belief, you believe that this is what you believe. I don't fight you because that's your belief. You choose that. So I have right as right for religion, my own belief, to not accept what you want me to accept. Because my belief proved me that I was not born that way. I was not born that way. Your belief that you were born that way, and the platform I sit on does not teach me that. Your own platform teach you that. So let's respect each other. Stay on your lane, and I stay on my lane. You don't have to force yourself in mine, just like I'm not forcing myself in yours.
Yeah. And they also believe that now they are even saying that there's an privacy, right of privacy in the EU. So that one also have to think about that. As long as we are under the same EU, the law have to be respected.
There is one issue that is going on here, and I can tell you that issue. The church has been sleeping so much. That is why they have taken over. That's the truth. The church has not been there to do what they're supposed to do. So the weaker power has emerged. You expect the church should be, the world should be coming to the church, but the church tend to go to the world.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was
So let's enjoy what it is on the table and eat it. It's sour, but you have to eat it because that's what we choose to do. Yeah. I beg you.
that is a lot of they even are talking about the international human rights community when it comes to the digital age. So about the technology and and you see that a lot of children today they don't even want to. Sweden is the only school, one of the country in the world that offer education from primary school to university level free of charge.
Mm.
And people are
We'll
not
take that to heaven.
they don't want to go to school.
That's another one, but that's a right. Nobody's fighting.
They don't want to go to school. The Swedish children end up not even passing the secondary school examination.
Are you telling me? Are you telling me?
It's so bad.
Mm.
You see children in Africa who cannot eat. They have a degree.
I said that here with Jesse. I said, in America, there is school, free. I said, you want to go to private? There is bus, there is food, there's everything, but they don't want to go to school. In Africa, they don't have all of this. They are crying to see a four wall, and they don't have the means. Life is imbalance.
Rain will beat them in their classroom. You don't have the right books because they cannot afford it.
Well, let's go to, we did freedom of movement, right?
Yes.
That's Article 13. Mm. Mm. Awesome. Article 13, freedom to move. We all have the right to go where we want in our own country and to travel as we wish.
Yeah.
Now, we're saying that we'll talk about what is the scope of freedom to move. Did we write that? No, we did not. I think we did. We talked even for the three components.
Yeah, that even though that we have
Freedom
freedom
to move, generally, principle is based on respect to another individual, right? How do we explain the freedom to move? And it is seen under three components that I gave. the right to freedom of movement within a country, which includes the right to choose where to live within the country. Number 2 component, the right to leave any country regardless of your citizenship. And the last component, the right to enter a country of which you are a citizen. In Cameroon, you can't. They take your passport, they see you now as foreigner. But in Nigeria, that's where you give your own explanation.
Yeah.
Okay. The next heading, please have this on and in capital letter.
Just a minute.
Welcome, Pastor Macmillian. Welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I came home late.
National Covenant.
Are we talking about
the heading? We are still here. We have not gone to another ride. I want to show something here. International Bill of Human Rights.
International Bill?
I want you to write International Bill of Human Rights.
Human Rights.
You have it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. The International Bill of Human Rights underneath have Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which is abbreviated UDHI. A Universal Declaration of Human Rights can be broken. There will be 2 sessions that you should break that. Thank you. Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
So when you have International Bill of Human Rights, underneath, please put Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which is abbreviated as UDHR. On top of it, I want you to have an arrow coming to the left-hand side. Let me do this. I'll post it on the forum so you guys can see what I mean.
Which is become
Just put an arrow coming down. Put an arrow coming down to the left-hand side and then another arrow on the right-hand side. Then I will show you, and then we will give an information on that, and then they have to sit under that, that main heading.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I'm writing it and sending it to you guys. I am not in the position for a picture. Okay, this is UDHR under that heading. So like this. So we'll write here and then write here. This is what I mean. So you know that. Okay. All right, if you check the forum, the school forum.
Okay, ma'am.
There you go. That's just what I meant. On top of the heading that you have, you abbreviate UDHR, then you put those arrows, and then I will read what you have to write. Pastor Macmillan, we were done with 13 of the human rights, right? We even look, the 13 was the freedom to move, right?
Freedom to move.
So we talked what is the scope of freedom to move? We looked on that. The general principle is based on the respect to another individual. How do we explain the freedom? We saw 3 components that we're supposed to look at it: the right to freedom of movement within a country, which includes the right to choose where to live within the country, the right to live any country regardless of your citizenship, the right to enter a country of which you are a citizen. Now, I want you guys to have this broad heading. That's where you join us. International Bill of Rights, underneath Universal Declaration of Human Rights. And then you abbreviate UDHR, what I put now on the forum. Then make those arrows, and then I'll tell you what to write.
Okay, ma.
So if you have those both arrows pointing left and the right, on your left hand side, please write International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. This is, remember earlier we did this, Minister Rose?
Yes, ma'am.
We looked at the 5 that we drew the circle. Remember?
Yes.
Now I'm breaking it. This is the fundamental of International Bill of Human Rights under Universal Declaration of Human Rights. This is it. This is the 5 components we are working on: the civil rights, the political, the economical, the social, and the cultural. And then I gave you guys an arrow that I drew a diagram, which I said you have the civil and the politics, then you have the culture and the social. Then in the middle we had what? Economic. Correct. So now I want you to, I'm breaking this down so that you see that all these 5 rights are under the International Bill of Rights, Bill of Human Rights. So on the left-hand side, International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, which is abbreviated as I. So every time you see ICCP arrow, what tells you? International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, and its protocol. So when you abbreviate ICCP arrow, put it in brackets, and then it's concluded by and its protocol. It's very important as a human right to know civil, political, cultural, economic, and social. They are under the Bill of Rights, International Bill of Rights. This is not only in the United States, it's the whole world. In the 8 billion of people on the planet, and the 8 continents that we have, or 7 continents that we have in the world today. I think it's 7 continents, yeah. Because Australia is on its own now. So have you written that?
Yes,
so if I ask you on a test or an exam, give me the full meaning of ICP arrow, I need this. And you must conclude it by saying, and its protocol.
And its protocol.
Yes, please do not leave that. Please, it's very important. It's very important. Now, on the right-hand side, you have to write International Covenant on Economics, Social, and Cultural Rights. International Covenant on Economics, Social, and Cultural Rights. This one is abbreviated as ICESCR. So when you see that, you know that it's International Covenant on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights. Now, I want to say something in Article 4, which I want you to write, and I think it is uh, uh, um, strongly connected with the ICCPR, the International Covenant of Civil Political Rights, right? Political right and its protocol. My God, excuse me. So,
Bless you.
excuse me, Jesus, thank you. So, under that, under
Yes.
what you guys have written, please take down this note. It's very important. You can put it in quote. What does Article 4 says? You can look at your notes and tell me what Article 4 says. God help me.
Are you okay? Are you okay? That's
It's
your
allergy. It's allergy.
I told you, it's not.
allergy.
Yeah, it's not my own. No, it's that allergy that. Uh,
Sorry. Oh my
thank
God.
you. Uh, I don't like it because when it is like that, it's make my whole nerves are tired, and I refuse to take the other. Like I normally just take one tablet there. Two. When I take it, I become like one, like a frog that has taken gamalin or a cobra that have swallowed a human being. I can't move. I'm just getting tired with the cold. I'm really like not finding this funny. So,
Article
In, in,
Article 4 of the human right is about uh uh freedom of slavery and forced labor.
but, okay, it's a no slavery. Nobody has any right to make us a slave. You cannot make anyone else a slave as well. Right?
Yes.
Okay, good. So, what do you think will happen when you go concerning Article 13, which says you have the right to move and you become a slave in another person's country? We have heard story that people left, like Africa, for example, they go to the Middle East and they're working with most of those brothers there we have, and they are slaves. They cannot answer phone call, they cannot do certain things.
even in
But
Egypt. Even in
oh,
Egypt.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, even in Egypt.
Mm.
It's
A
a
lot of
lot in
Syrians
Egypt
there who are under slavery and they cannot go back to their country. They will kill them.
because whomever had them as a slave has held a passport.
Yes.
Okay, now, as students of human rights, looking at that, I thought Article 13 said freedom to move.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you justify that? I
It means
believe,
I,
go ahead, Pastor Macmillan.
I don't think there's anything to because if as a human right and like Article 13 says movement of freedom, you have the freedom to be able to move from anywhere where you have the right to. So I don't think there is any we can explain the reason why somebody can be a slave in in a country, under that right, if I make sense.
If I understand you, you are telling me there's no solution. So he or she has to just die there. That's what I understand what you are saying.
but we all know that the reason why these people are there is because there are some forces, there are some element of people who are enslaving those people. They entice them with a better life, but they came there, they enslaved them, and
So,
they
that's fine. That's fine. Now, Article 13 says you have the right to go back. Is that not what it said? Back to your country. Is that not what Article 13 said?
Back to the
Yeah.
place where
But
you
yeah.
Where
are.
you
But
came
what
from, you feel you have the right. Whether they have passport, you have the right, because this law is not only in the United States, neither is it only in Sweden or in Europe. This law is all over the world. So you guys, as human rights, you find yourself in that situation, you would tell that person, that client that just died there because there's no option. You guys should talk to me, argue me this, and tell me, what will you do in this situation if a client called you? I am in Egypt. Yes, this is what they told me. What will you do? That's the question I'm asking. What do we do? Are you telling me that there will be no solution? We leave them there to die? And we are human rights advocates, defense? I want you guys to think. Tell me
Okay,
something.
so it's really easy to say that, oh, you have the right to leave, but you also have to understand what are the conditions are they living, because some of them
and the
are in chains.
consequence? Yeah, the
Some of them,
consequence.
some of them are in chains. They can't leave. So yes,
I understand, student. I understand you. Okay, you, Mama Rose, you say, okay, now human rights is needed in the Igbo. What do you want? Okay, let's leave them now. Let's leave them like that. Why you keep posting that and said, my goodness, human rights in Nigeria, in Igbo land, need to wake up. Why are you posting when you know that consequences will happen? Why? Why are you posting it? So don't post, don't talk about it. Let's leave it, right? Because there will be a consequence if you person go here. The thing is, we as human rights, you posted that not one, not two, not three different scenarios that are happening, that people's right has been abused. As a human right defense, as a human right advocate, as a human right consultant, knowing now that you know this right, what will you do? Talk to me.
ask them to leave.
But that is what I'm saying. I have asked the question, why? And you guys said, oh, you are giving me now a point that are supporting the people that are held there in captivity, in slavery. So you are telling me Article 4 is okay for them to suffer. That's what both of you, your answers are. And I'm not receiving that.
Mama, you know,
Tell me your
there's
opinion in this.
there are rule, there are articles, there are law, but there are also millions of people breaking it on daily basis, on every
We
second.
understand this is not any kind of a law. This is not running red light. This is human rights. This is something that was instituted all the way from the United Nations. I am expecting you guys to tell me that if I am a human rights student and I've graduated my course and I'm on this field and I know this is happening, I am going to the highest court to find out, to write appeal. This is what is going on. You are there telling me there are consequences, there are in chain. What's that? Okay, then why are you in this class? Then let's not do it, because everybody is there. Number one, you are the advocate. When they say somebody is an advocate, what does that mean? It means that person is a mouthpiece to the people that cannot. If you look at the theme of of global human rights defense organization, what do I say? What is our mission statement? What is our mission statement in this group? We are the voice to the voiceless.
The voiceless.
So you know who you call yourself. You are the voice to the voiceless. You are the one to advocate, to defend them. You will sit down. No, you won't. You won't. Is it because it's not your sister? Number one, remember, many of them don't know their rights, right?
Correct.
Don't just go out there. Just go out. I know that in Sweden, maybe it's common. Walk around. Just go around within here in the US. Just ask, what is human rights? The definition you will get, you'll be confused. And then you ask, how many rights are there? They will be looking at you like, what are you talking about? Number one, in this case, is for somebody who is in Dubai, for somebody who is in the Middle East, for somebody who is in the US, for somebody. The reason why that person is incapacitated in that madness or that slavery, number one, they don't know their right. They have no clue. So, in other words, they have to stay there and suffer. Now, somebody probably hint you, you're a human rights defense. You will not sit down. Now you are the voice to that voiceless, to that person who is in that predicament, because he or she doesn't know. And now, which of this Bill of Rights will operate in this matter for that case? The one I just gave you guys now. We
Article
talked
4.
of the International Bill of Rights. Which one now do we have to hold to stop this madness?
Universal
Under Article
Declaration of Human Rights, which is a freedom of movement.
Yeah, Universal Declaration.
Huh? What did you just say, Mama Rose?
International Bill of Human Rights is a Universal Declaration of Human Rights.
I said, yes, that is the heading I gave you guys, and I gave you 2 sub-bodies under it. That's where we
Okay,
are
which
working.
is
Which
the
one will be on this
International
case?
Covenant of Civil Rights,
Huh?
ICCRP, and the other one is
ICCPR.
Yeah, ICCPR. And
Correct.
the other, yeah.
No. Do not go to the other one. Don't get it mixed up.
Okay.
It is the civil and the political protocol.
Okay, ma. Yeah, protocol.
That will
Yeah.
act on this.
Yes.
This you have to find. You have to go extra mile to find a lawyer or a human right in that place, or reach out to the United Nations, or reach out to the UNICEF that deals with children. You have to. This is where ICCPR shows up and raise a consent, because a right of somebody has been abused. It not only has, it's been abused continuously. So we as human rights students, we can't sit down, or consultants. So under Article 4, write this down. Please write it as I am saying it. Under Article 4, just write article and the number 4. Under Article 4 of the ICC, PR, come on, countries may take measures derogating from certain of their obligations.
Measure for what? I didn't get the word.
Offsetting.
DEROGATING.
Oh, derogating. Okay.
From.
Dr. Bruce, can you repeat derogating? DE?
Yes. DERO.
Okay.
TING.
TING.
Okay. Offsetting.
Yes. Of their obligations.
Of their
obligations.
Mm-hmm.
Under the covenant.
The covenant.
Which covenant are we talking about?
The protocol.
Correct.
Civil,
correct.
political,
civil
and
CPR.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you can dictate the difference quickly with the other one. This one has a protocol. The other one doesn't have protocol. All right.
Correct.
Including the right to freedom of movement in time of public emergency. Including their right to freedom of movement.
We have to write that.
I am reading for you to write. Yes.
Okay. So I'm sorry.
It's okay. Where are you?
Obligation under the covenant.
Under the covenant, comma.
Including the right.
Yes, to freedom of movement.
Freedom
of movement
movement
in time,
in time
time, of public emergency.
public
Time of public emergency.
Mm. Which threatens their life.
Which
Yes, threaten. Like to threaten someone.
yeah
Which threaten the life of the nation. Which threaten the life of the nation. Which threaten the life of the nation. And the existence of which is officially proclaimed. I'll read it again so that if you miss anything. Under Article 4 of the ICCPR, countries may take measures derogating from certain of their obligations under the covenant, including the right to freedom of movement in time of public emergency, which threatens the life of the nation and the existence of which is officially proclaimed.
okay.
I need to get a charger for my phone. It's about to die.
Okay, you want to go get it now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if even mine is 8%, Lord Jesus.
It is well.
Baby, is my charger in the kitchen? I'm not sure. Yep. Go get my charger.
Oh, yeah. Dr. Brooke, for your allergy, you take some medication.
But Emmanuel, we are recording. We take it after when she put it off.
All right.
Okay. Are we there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Good.
ma'am. We are.
We are on. So, see under that article that the Human Rights or the International Bill of Rights and Universal Declaration, please have another subheading, just like you had this Article 4. Have limitations. Please write limitation. Limitation. Yes, please. You know, one of the things I will pause here and speak a little bit to us as human rights students, excuse me, is one of the challenges that people really get in human rights, in the 30 articles of human rights, is this Article 13. Because, yes, it involves movement. And when they said freedom to move, you know, even in your own family, they might refuse you not to move, to go somewhere. And movement, it's not just the movement that they think, oh, I'm just going to see a friend. Movement involves a lot. You want to move for what reason? Maybe the country is unstable. Like those of us here, we are from Africa. We know what is going on. And some don't, many people are traveling because of what? Of greener pastures. They choose to come out. Some said, okay, we are even in Europe, we are in America, but still life is not still easy. Maybe you have another mind to move again. But now every time when you make those movements, that you decide to make a decision that, okay, I'm moving, I'm going here, it embodies life, it embodies the other articles, the other 11 or 12 articles. And that is why you must understand that when you start getting yourself to say, no, I want to make this decision, I'm going here. When you go to a new place, like the example we're talking about, you guys gave example of Egypt. People are being tortured there. I was watching a documentary of a lady. I was supposed to share it with you guys as human rights students. This a girl came from Northwest in Cameroon, right? Yes. She I think she lost the parent, something, some one or two things happened. And she's the only breadwinner. That's one of the parents, but she's a breadwinner there. And they sold everything, even including the last line. And she was going to Dubai for what? For greener pasture. She went there now, but guess what? It was not what they planned. You know how you have those agency, those traveling agency that will do everything for you. And then they say, we will pick you there when you got there. She traveled and got there, got to the airport, got stranded. Nobody to pick her up. Nobody to pick her up. I found out that in Dubai, in as much as beautiful as if you don't have money, I think you should not even go you there. Seriously.
Oh yeah, Dubai. If you don't have money, don't
even try it. They have a place they call the name. They even call it like what do they call it? Table something. It's like a room that they partition. One little tiny room, long, just long. Somebody sleeping up, somebody sleeping down, and then you are paying. And then I mean, you know, as a woman, she end up prostituting, something she never wanted to do because she couldn't get food. She couldn't meet up. That is torture right there. That one only alone from Article 1. From Article 1, she started suffering already. So when you look at Article 1, what does it say? Everybody has equal right, but he was in that land, he didn't have equal right, did he? No. Article 2 says discrimination. He was discriminated. Many of the people that are in that land, in those countries that they are suffering, even in us there who are here, being discriminated. You find that all started by what? Article 13. Yes, it's my right to move. I can go wherever I want. But these are the power that will, if you don't have strength and power to just stay focused, all these 12 articles will really fight you. And so it's very important to know them. Article 3 says what? The right to life. The life can be so difficult to the point. Before you join us, Pastor Mamilia, Pastor Rose was saying that people are dying. People are so sick. People are so depressed. Right now, we were just talking of the bills and everything. And I said, because of the situations that we are today in this country, and it's only through Christ, the right to live, the reason people take away their life, they cannot have it and they cannot just contain it. It's too much. The bill is here. This one is here. The government is here. The family is there. Okay, you know what? Let's end this thing. And then to make matter worse, remember you're in a new land. You don't even know nobody. That's what happened with this girl. The story for this girl, when she was saying it, she said right now, even her visa has expired, she cannot even go back to Cameroon. Can you guys imagine? She cannot go back. Do you know the reason?
Because family have sold the land and everything.
That is your own reason. We are talking now. If that is very correct, but that's not even the problem.
The Cameroon
that is the thing. They will not allow her. It's a political thing right now. They will not even allow her. She will only go back only when there is amnesty in Dubai. Can you imagine? But this is a woman. This is a girl that went freely. She was 29 or 30. he can only go back
If there's amnesty
in
these are
Dubai.
these are the things I need to learn on, because at times they want to deport people back to Cameroon, even when they know there's a war going on there from here.
Yes,
They say because
it's
they don't
wrong.
believe.
So you must understand this, that in the 30 articles of Human Rights Declaration, there's just too much. So then now she is forced now to be a slave with her body, isn't it? To make money. And you, I mean, no, it's not what it is looking for, even especially when they make that you sleep with them who understands that you're an immigrant and you don't have papers and you are doing this for a living. They just give you what you want. Your body is being depreciated every day. Huh? And then Article 5 talks of no torture. She's tortured mentally, she's tortured economically, she's tortured financially, she's tortured emotionally, she's tortured psychologically, she's tortured physiologically, she's tortured spiritually, she's tortured everywhere. And then with the country itself. And I learned that Dubai is so hot.
Oh yes.
Dubai
Then
is
if they
hot.
are
There are
staying in
places
that
in
zing
Dubai.
houses, those zing houses, zing, which is, it's actually, God, oh, God help me.
There are places in Dubai that you can't even stand because of the smell.
Yes, now, what do you expect, Pastor? The thing is, Dubai is very wealthy. There's no doubt. In every country, there is a slums. There are slums. That's what it is. Slums. And the Article 6 says what? Where to go. You have the right, no matter where you go, you have the right to go wherever. I'm a person just like you, so you cannot stop me. But I thought they are in the country. They have the same personality, but they are not enjoying it. Article 7 said the same. We are all equal before the law. In this case, are they really equal?
Nope.
They're not. It should be fair. No, Article 8 says your rights are protected by the law. But where are the law in this matter right now? Where are the laws to favor them? Then Article 9 says not you and me must understand that we should not be unfair or determined to hold somebody that nobody has the right to put us in prison, to detain us. And there in Dubai, the girl in that documentary, she ended up and started selling one drug. That one was giving quick money. She left the other one. She left that prostitution. Yes. She even said I feel so bad when I saw it, what I ran down for. She said her vagina is so swollen. She can't take it anymore. So you are really seeing hell right there. Already hell, just to make money. She said that's the reason she could not continue. She just could not continue. And then the same people that are in the land, if they say they have to find you a job, 80% you are giving them as referral fee. What will you remain with? For their own fellow brothers and sisters who are already on the land. So you can see that human prison everywhere. The right to trial. That's Article 10. You are being tried anywhere. Before we even come to Article 11, that say until you are proven innocent, until you are proven guilty, you cannot. You must always prove the person from beginning of time they are innocent until you have to prove that they are guilty. Then Article 12, privacy. But then now, 13, marriage for me. This is a married all this. It married all of this. Because you think that, So limitation. Still under that Article 13 that we are talking, we will end on this. What do I mean by limitation as we have read under the Bill of Rights of Universal Declaration? When government can take restriction, this is when government can take restrictions. When they talk of limitation, what does that mean? Restrictions should not only serve the permissible purpose, they must also be necessary and proportionate to protect them, and
Dr.
must
Brooke, are we
be.
to write?
You will write it. I will give it to you guys to write when I'm reading. I'm reading it out loud, then I'll
Okay,
explain.
okay,
Yes,
okay.
yes, yes.
Because
I'm saying
I'm
that the
getting nervous here.
limitation, yes, limitation. Still, remember, we are still under that Article 13
Article
that we,
13. Yeah.
it's a little bit long. It's a little bit long. So, limitation is one of the things that will hold people where the government can take restriction. 8 days. And what does that mean? It means that restrictions should not only serve the permissible purposes, they must also be necessary and proportionate to protect them, and must be the least intrusive means of achieving the desired result for the humans who are involved in this particular issue. We are dealing with humans. This is not animal rights. These are human rights. And so when a human cannot enjoy the benefit of freedom, even though those three components are there, then the government has to step in because they have been limited. So if you have to write now, please write limitation. This is where government can take restriction. This is when government can take restriction. What does that mean? What does that restriction mean? I will read it for you guys slowly so that you can write it out.
What?
What does that mean? That means that restriction. What does it mean? A question mark.
Dr. Brooke?
Yes, are you guys done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Restriction. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, we finish. I will explain to you when you stop recording.
Okay, okay. Restrictions. Restrictions. Start to write, please. Restrictions should not only serve, not only serve the permissible purpose. Permissible purpose. Restriction should not only serve the permissible purpose. They must also be necessary. They must also be necessary and proportionate and proportionate to protect them and must be the least intrusive means.
The least
Intrusive.
intrusive
Means,
means
yes, means of achieving
of
desired results.
achieving.
Achieving the desired results. That is it for Article 13. That freedom to move. When you know this and somebody is in a Middle East or wherever in the US, ICCPR, they have to come in place. The government has to take some certain restrictions right now and said we cannot just sit and fold the hands, the organization that we have. So that is it. We will look at Article 40. Now, Article 40. Article 40.
Article 14 or 40?
Yes.
Okay.
No, 1-4.
Article 14. We don't have Article 40. It ends at
It's
30.
only 30.
That was like it's 30.
No Article 40. You can create your own.
from Cameroon.
Yes.
Right?
He can create his own. All right. Article 14. Are we there?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. So what it says is the right to seek refugees, the right to seek refuge, the right to seek refuge. Refuge. Most of time, this article works in the political arena, talking of an asylum. All right. So in a short form, the right to an asylum. A right to an asylum. A right to seek a place, a safe place to live. That's Article 14, which is a refuge, or also known as refugees are those that have seeking an asylum and they come in as refugees. Why? So the right to seek a safe place to live is Article 14. Or the right to an asylum. What's an asylum?
Yes. So
The right to seek a safe place
refuge.
or a safe place to live. A refuge or a safe place to live. Or, in short, the right to an asylum. And I asked, what is an asylum? Or what do you understand by asylum? You will know that, Mama Rose, you deal with that every day in the court. And also, why is it a right? Why is it a right for you to seek an asylum? Can you guys answer that to me? Why is it a right? Go ahead.
If your life is in danger from a place and you escape from that place, so you have the right to seek asylum in the first place you arrive that you feel secure in.
Okay. So are you telling me that I just come now and I just enter and I just come me to Sweden and say I cannot continue, and I just go to the immigration, they will just give me an asylum?
No, you have the right to apply, but it doesn't mean that they're going to
Grant
approve.
it. Granted, right?
Yeah, you
Now
have the
that
right to
is a little
apply.
bit a controversy, right?
Yes.
So they should have not said the right to seek a safe place to live or the right to an asylum, because there are people who have applied for an asylum. They should say the right to apply for an asylum. When I read this or when I was in training, I was a little bit, Florence, it's good that I wasn't a judge. I'm telling you, I would have made things so hard for people. God help me. Mm.
There's a
I
lot
read
of
this and I,
people.
huh?
A lot of people come here thinking that now they are here, they can be saved here, but they will tell them that, yeah, you have the right to seek an asylum, but it's not guaranteed that
It's
you
not
can be granted.
guaranteed. Yes, it's not guaranteed. And you don't just come and go and apply. There's still even a process.
Yes.
That is
A
correct.
lot of process that you have to go through to
Mm.
seek and get an asylum. And then now, when you get an asylum, which we all know in the US, like as I was saying the other time, you can't go back to your country. You're an asylee because you fear of being in danger. You run away because of safety. So you can't go back until you become a citizen in that nation that you have the right, which we learned last class from Mama Rose that in Sweden it doesn't even work like that. You can never even go back there. You already told them. You already told them that your life is in danger, so you are not going there. Right? That's what you share with us.
Yeah.
So you see, every law has its own, every country has its own law. But if you want to argue this, if you want to argue this Article 14, I think for me they should say the right to apply for an asylum, because you are not guaranteed that it will be approved. There are a lot of supporting document for
Yes.
you to be accepted, or your story that you are telling
Yes.
need to be very convincing
You have to be
that,
coherent,
okay, yes, you have to be very, very
credible.
coherent.
Mm.
I remember when I went for, I was interviewed for 6 hours, 6 hours,
That's torture.
6 hours, 6 hours in Arlington, Virginia. My God. They took break. We came back. Florence. My own lawyer, the lawyer I used to have first, the man said he's not going, because that lawyer that I have, the government lawyer that is there, when you have that man, you never get asylum. The man refused. I had to be forced to find another lawyer, because you cannot appear before the judge without a lawyer. And my case was just overdue, which was the same person. So you can imagine there's a process you have to go. And in that area, there's even a torment. If it is a genuine story, you're right, especially those of us that are coming from Africa, that we know what is we are going through, like in the other part of the world, in Cameroon, other parts of the world, Nigeria, and other countries that some of us probably might not even know. It's already emotionally, it's a tortured. Now you think that you have the right to enjoy all these benefits in your own country, but then still you can. You tell me life is balanced? No, life is imbalance. And that is why we need Christ. Because it's only in him, knowing him, you can be perfect. You can walk with your head up. Without him, you are sinking. So, if we are frightened, take down note under Article 14. What Article 14 said? The right to seek a refuge or a safe place to live. Explanation: if we are frightened of being badly treated in our own country, we all have the right to run away.
If we are
Right?
frightened,
Yes. If we are frightened of being badly treated
of
or
being
hurt, yes, of being badly treated or hurt, treated in
hot.
our own country, because most of the time you come to seek asylum from your own original. You are the Aborigines of Cameroon. You are the Aborigines of you will not leave Cameroon and say, I'm going to seek asylum in Nigeria. No, no. In most of the time, you are doing it from your own country. That's where you are running from. So in our own country, we all have the right.
We all
Have the right
the right
to run away
to away
to another country to be safe.
to another
To another country to be safe.
to be safe.
Yes, to be safe. That's refugees. They call them refugees or asylee and or whatnot, Yeah, so that's Article 14. Article 15, the right to a nationality.
Ooh, the right.
To a nationality.
eh,
Mhm. The right to a nationality. You ready to write?
Yes, ma'am.
We all have the right to belong to a country. I think there's a little connection here, with the other previous right. We all have the right to belong to a country. Nationality and stateless people. Nationality and stateless people. Nationality versus citizenship.
And stateless people.
Yes, stateless people.
Mm-hmm.
Nationality versus citizenship.
Nationality.
Nationality versus citizenship. Citizen.
Citizenship.
Mhm. So what I want us to do, I want us to look at those two words. I talk of a stateless person or a stateless people, right?
Yes.
And what other word do you think we should look at? If you are stateless, then we are
But
looking at stateless and citizen. All right?
you cannot become a citizen when you don't have a
Uh-huh.
state.
Okay. So we are looking at nationality and stateless people, nationality versus citizenship. So there are two key words here that we have to look under nationality: citizenship and stateless people or
Stateless.
person. Uh-huh. So you ready to write, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. When we look at nationality versus citizenship, it is because, just right, it is because
When we look at
citizenship. Yeah, when you look, I'm just making a statement, but when you go back to what you have written, you don't have to write it down, except if you want. That's
I've
fine.
already started. When we
Okay,
look
that's
at
fine. Yes.
that's where I stop.
All right. When you look at nationality versus citizenship, it is because citizenship is a legal status. Citizenship is what? A legal
Legal
status.
status.
Mhm. Like in America, they have proof that it's a legal status. Even though when you still have an asylum, it still shows you that, but there are certain benefits that you don't get in this country. I don't know how it is in you guys in Europe, but certain things you cannot just get it, right? In the country. So citizenship is a legal status. Nationality, on the other hand, denotes where an individual has been born. It's very important. All right.
Nationality in another hand.
No,
On the
nationality,
other hand,
on the other hand,
Oh,
on the other hand, nationality, on the other hand,
they know.
denotes where an individual has been
I'm lost.
born. Okay, I'll go back. It is because citizenship is a legal status,
Status.
period.
Mm-hmm.
Nationality
On the other hand,
denotes
Denotes. Uh-huh.
the note. Okay.
notes where an individual
An individual
individual has been born.
has been born
or hold citizenship,
or
hold, or he
hold
holds, H-O-L-D, hold
citizenship
citizenship with a state, with the state that he or she came from, or the country that he or she came from.
a state.
Yes.
Hold citizenship with the state.
Yes. Not the state, not the state, New York or Kentucky. The state is the situation where you came from, that where an individual has been born or holds citizenship with a state. That's where you came from. That's your country.
Mm-hmm.
Not the United States, New York, or the 50 states. No, not that state. Like a state of mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Did you know that in the world that we are living, there are 10 million of people that are stateless? Did you ever know that?
No.
It can
All
even
right,
be
right.
more. It can even be
It
more.
can be more now, but right. 10 million. It has come to our knowledge that about, we will not say 10 million, about, because it can be more, right?
It's
As a human rights student, it is very important for us to know that about 10 million,
knowledge.
yes, it is very important for us to know that about 10 million people,
About
10 million
10
people are stateless globally.
people are stateless
Globally.
globally. Hmm.
So we want to know what that stateless means and why is it important to us as human rights students.
Should we write it?
It's up to you. I mean, I'm just lecturing. So the next point is we've seen citizenship, we've seen nationality. The next one is what? Stateless.
Stateless.
As human right, what does that statement mean? That word stateless in human right. This is what it states. A stateless person, a stateless person A stateless person is someone who, under national laws, does not enjoy citizenship. You know, a stateless person is someone who, under national laws, does not enjoy citizenship. The legal bond between a government and an individual in any country is not really there.
The legal bond of
Yes, the legal bond between the government and the individual in any country. It's what states that they are stateless because they don't enjoy that.
the legal bond between the government and
And an
the
individual in
and
any country,
and and
individual in
in
any country is what explains a
in
stateless person.
any country
Mm.
is what
Explain a stateless person.
is
There is no less person.
stateless person.
Yeah. Article 16. No, have we done 15?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Article 16. This one now, eh? It's another one. This is where the real people show up. They're about to come. There is something that the one I was telling you earlier, Mr. Rose, that Pastor Noble sent to me of the little boy in Boston, Massachusetts.
Okay.
Wore a t-shirt, went to school. He's 12 years old, and they had to send him back because his t-shirt said only two genders in the world. But is that not the reality? Is that not the reality? By right, original right, okay? Original right. We cannot argue that or fight it. We know that we came somewhere. Creation would have said, or creator would have said, this man. And even by science, why still I ask this question? I'm not against people want to be whatever they want to be. It's their right. I don't have any problem with that. That's your right. So do not interfere also with somebody that has his own belief. Even you want to turn to be an animal, that is your right. Turn to be an animal. It's okay. Nobody cares about you. You care about yourself. Why do you feel guilty? I'm asking this question. Let's try and still prove this to me. Take all the 2 eggs from woman to woman and make a child there. Why are you still going to look for a male part, the spermatozoa, and put it together with that of the ovaries to form a baby? Why are we doing that? You are adopting children that came from where you have made up yourself that this is who you guys are. Do every other thing like every other normal people are doing, and that's fine. Nobody fights. Right? And that is why I do not have problem with that. It's none of my business. I see you, I greet you, I pass my own. It's their choice. That's your belief. I respect it. I have my own belief. So if I wear my t-shirt, it's just like you who is hanging your own flower, you're announcing it, your handbag, your clothes, your this thing. What are you trying to say? If your glasses are not all the rainbow color, then nobody knows that you are gay. Your handbag, everything, maybe turn even your whole body to be rainbow, left, right, front, back. That is fine. I respect that 100%. It's your choice. Now this child was sent away, and the one boy there is making statement. They hurt my feeling. You hurt somebody's feelings too. You don't know that? You're abusing humanity. That's what you want to say. Is that how your parents gave birth to you? You who is claiming to be this. Is that how they did it? Okay, maybe your parents should have been like that too. Then you to give birth to children. Because by law or right, let's leave them. That is fine. It is their choice. Because human rights says we have the right to do what? What's the law? We are all equal. Okay, you see yourself like that, fine. Freedom of speech, freedom to live, that's fine. My thing is let nobody kill any of, whether they are gay, whether they are lesbian, whether they are not lesbian, whether they are normal people, whether they are straight, whether they are up, whether they are left, whether they are flat. Don't kill any person. These are people's choices. But let love prevail. Be you or be me. I'm not hating you. I'm passing my arm, going me. But I know what you carry. It's not you, it's a spirit. But it's not my place to tell you because you will never understand. Because the spirit has overtaken you. Humans are the only one that have done something stupid. I've not seen a normal animal out there, dog to dog, they are sleeping together. It looks for a female dog.
Animals. Oh, come on. How can human race be that little? Be that reduced so low? But again, it's their right. Do I have to beat that? No.
Mama, there was a
Go ahead.
video from somewhere in Chile. There's this man. He has been taking care of this. What do you call it? A horse. He work in a stable, taking care of different horses, and the horses start getting some infection, and they don't know where the infection was coming from.
Very good.
So the owner of the stable now decided to mount a camera without telling anybody there. Then it was
He came and met the man making love with the horse.
yes, and
What do you expect? And then
Yeah.
they turned and said it came from Africa, from Black Monkey. When it is always these individuals who think they are superior, want to try all foolish thing. They went and slept with a monkey. We cannot do that.
So they started, realize that today we have sex with this one, tomorrow we have sex with the other one. So
Only those individuals.
The man did not want all his horses to, because those horses are very expensive. So the man now decided that enough is enough. And when he finished having sex with them, he will not, pat them as if, oh, thank you, I was not ashamed of that, having sex with horses. There's too many evil in this world today. You don't even know what is going on anymore. You don't know what to do.
Now, when a man leaves human beings and go to an animal, as those individuals who think they are superior, very superior, they think they have the whole rights in the world in their hands. The reason why Eleanor Roosevelt really stood, it is the way certain minority of people were treated after that Second World War. Before they came into, before that woman stood like that. And I'm not saying that every body who is in the Western world, when I talk of that, I'm talking of the colonial master, and I have right to speak because I am a citizen in this world and I have a right to talk. And I did history. I did the history of Cameroon. I did the history, the world history. I did the history of the United States. I did the history of European history. Oh my gosh. A lot that we know. A lot. I did the history, African history. So sometimes when I sit and I look at things, I speak on what I've studied. When HIV came, that it was so big, 1994, that kills, was it 1994? Yeah, I think that's during that time, people were dying with that rashes. The story was like, oh, it was the Africans who brought it, they're sleeping or doing something with monkeys. No. And I remember, I think there was a medical practitioner that clearly said it was one Western person that experienced that with a monkey. And some parts in Africa do eat monkeys.
Yes.
Yeah, they do eat monkeys. My question is this. What are you doing with that animal? I was in this country 2010. I remember because I was in school and I was in school. Yes, I was in school at that time for my criminal justice degree. There was a lady almost like this. Her only was the dog. It happened in New York City. A true life story.
Yeah.
I know that you remember. Yes, that she was with the dog. And the dog bites her vagina. I said, serves her right. By the time 911 came, it was pull the thing out.
Yes.
Enough of this foolishness with those individuals.
Really?
The dog has a better treatment than people around the house, but nobody knew what was happening with the dog until
Dog in the
that
house.
situation.
Until that
Wow.
faithful, because she want to call 911 to show up, she was gone. And they found it there. They found the dog with the mouth counting. Where's my partner? Get up, let's do the thing, you know. Climax has come. My gosh, Jesus. Go ahead.
Wow.
Yeah, in New York, yeah, a woman, white, yeah. I am asking, what was that for? Men were finished. Sometimes I'm not moved with all these their stupid nonsense. They are saying pet. They are their husbands or wives or whatever you want to call it. It's in our as us as human rights. Will you fight that? No, it's your right. Enjoy it. You have your right to do whatever you want to do. Do it. You know, the scripture says in Deuteronomy 30, right? Deuteronomy 30:19, when God said, He said, this day of today, I call heaven and earth against you. There is light, there is darkness. Choose light. Choose light. So I hold on to that. I was talking with a friend of mine. She said, Dr. Brooks, me, I'm very concerned with you with this human right thing, because this, our other brothers and sisters. I said, no, you don't need to worry. As far as I am a human right instructor, it's their right. I cannot stop you. If you find pleasure in that, enjoy it. But do as others are doing. Don't go and get a child now. You want to have a child? Get it just like your parent had it and had you. If I remember, is it physics? Light post repairs.
Yeah, that's physics.
Okay, thank you. Light post, they repairs. They don't come close. It's positive and negative that attracts. So how can you be that stupid? In all this foolishness, it's your choice. I respect that 100%. I'm not fighting you. So go ahead with your life. How you want to enjoy it. Both of you, you have chests for women. Your both chests are there. Enjoy the rubbing. Each one is rubbing whichever. So all of you are feeling whatever at the same time.
Okay.
Let's be real here. If you like, flatten the chest, no matter what you flatten, down there, except you want to go and remove that one and then put something there, which is artificial. It's not original. Huh? How can you enjoy the sweetness? I'm asking now for men. I ask for a woman. When a woman and a man are ready to meet, they make up their mind. Their body are ready. When their bodies are ready, the woman, the way God did it, that particular organ in a woman is already ready, prepared for the opposite sex to come in. That is why you will get that lubricating gland, so that it prepares the parts. Now, at the anus, when poop comes, which one is lubricated there? Put all the type of beds of whatever you want to put there as perfume and be neat. Poop will still come there. You tear yourself. What are you talking about? Two men, get out.
I don't even want to hear it anymore.
You lost it. You lost it. There is no lubrication coming from that place. And this is the only part in human body that is at the back. That tells you that what is coming there, you don't want to see it. And then you go and bend. And then another long thing is tearing another person. Shut up. You're demonized. Get out of here. But enjoy it. It's your choice. Again, it's your choice. It's your choice and it is your right. And I respect that. I respect it. Because, okay, maybe not back there, right? Okay, we cut the front as women too. We cut that other part, we throw away, right? And then we make hole there. Where's the breast now? Who has breasts? A lot of work that people go through in sinning. Sin has a lot to destroy people. Sin, it takes a lot when you want to follow sin in this life for suffering. It takes a lot. Just close the eye, turn off all the light, and go in darkness. Let me see how fast you will walk and make it in a place that can take you only 5 minutes in darkness without no light. Let's see how wickedness, how darkness can destroy a person, but yet we are so drawn to it. May the Lord have mercy. I choose to walk in righteousness. I can never be like Jesus, but I'm trying. There are certain things I say, Father, the love for you and the one you love me before I become who I am, that you didn't allow me. Even when you married, you know, there are some husbands who say they want to make love. You see that thing of yours, I will twist it and twist it. And next time they will tell you, look at me. I will make sure that I drag that vein to the point that you will never. You want to go at the back for who? Do your own back. It's wrong. What are you experimenting? Huh? It's a taboo even. What people watch on movies and film, and when they have gone and enter a certain society and they tell them to do certain things, people too. It baffles me how a married man will want to make love with his wife at his anus. Hey, Lord. Oh, boyfriend, girlfriend. What is that now? Which one is that? Hey, that thing of yours will cut it too. Carry your nonsense and just go. We'll cut it. Just go you. So, like you said, Mama Rose, the world is sick. Article 16, marriage and family. Marriage and family.
Mama, get code in my body. I won't lie to you. When you think about, believe me, you know, if you have been doing my job all these years like I've been doing, you know, at times I feel that I'm traumatized. I have nightmares.
You can't be dramatized. No,
I have nightmares.
Mama Rose, you can't be dramatized. It's not a lie. It's not a lie. Sometimes I even look at the children, for some that already have children. I looked at the children. I'm just imagining what can be going on in the mind of those children. They are very confused. Very confused. And the same spirit will continue. Two mothers, you sit in the living room and you see two mothers are kissing themselves. What's that? Or two dear people with their strong faces in the name of men. They are hugging each other. Yeah. It's traumatized, just that. It's traumatized. May the Lord have mercy.
Amiu.
Marriage and family. Every grown up has the right to marry and have a family. Right, too. Every grown up. Now, I was waiting in this article that everybody, because children in America or in the world, not only in America, in the world now as a whole, children are giving birth to children. No, but the right say grown up.
Have the right.
Every grown up has the right to marry and have a family. Are you growing up and having a family when, okay, not going there. If they want to.
If they want to.
Period. Men and women. Yeah, men and women. Men and women have the same rights when they are married. It's not that thing that somebody say, I'm this, I'm that, and then they go and use scripture to bring you down. No. Men and women have the same right when they are married and when they are separated. Are we there?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I want you to have this article 17 to 25. Excuse me. Ah, God. Article 17 to 25. I have the heading that will start Article 17. Article 17 to 25. Article 17. We started late, so I want to add a little bit of time. We started at 10:40, so we'll end at 12:40.
Mama, from next week, I have to stop by 6 because I have another school. I told you.
I've seen already.
God bless you, ma'am.
Mhm. It's from the 8th, that's Monday.
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me. So Article 17. Ah. Ah.
Bless
The
you.
right to your own things. That's a dangerous one, eh? Mhm. The right to your own things.
Dr. Bros, are you sure your body is warm? Do you have stockings in your leg? Do you have sweaters?
My house is 75 degrees.
Put on your stockings and put on the sweater. You see, we stop.
No, it's not cold. I'm not cold. It's allergy. It's totally different.
I
was
know.
out. Yes, so my I have even 2 clothes here with me as I'm talking. I don't have socks. I won't lie, but my feet is on the carpet, not even on the wood floor, and I have
But
2
try
clothes inside me.
and tell them to get you stockings. You see the difference.
Oh no, I have the stockings here. No worry, it's only 75 here. It is the thing there.
I know it's from the tree. We
Yes,
also
and I
have
have it
the,
in my backyard there. And
I
And
know.
she has plenty in her backyard.
yes. And then the front door, all the dandelion are out. The other day I wanted to call Peggy and Jesse are crying. Don't cut it. No, I've called that long guy to come and cut me all those nonsense. They are making me sneeze every time I go outside.
But you also know, Dr. Brooke, it's not even just yours. Also your neighbors in front of you.
Yes, you are right. When they are cutting the grasses, it's a problem for me. The trees and all the leaves, it's okay. Whatever. Sorry about that. The right, the right to your own things is dangerous. Eh. Everyone has the right to own things or share them. Everyone has the right to own things or share them. Everyone to own or share. That's right to own property, right?
Yeah.
Why do you think it's a right? I will complete the sentence. Why do you think it has to be a right? What do you think? What do you think might be something that resonated that they had that as a right, the right to own property?
I will believe it's because of what happened in the history of the atrocity that happened during I'm not sure, but I will believe that is a right that happened during the Nazi time. I'm not really quite officially know what it is, but I think
Okay.
that because during
What
the
happened? What happened? Tell us the story.
during the um, during
The reign of Adolf Hitler when they were killing the Jews.
That's the name that I was looking for, but it couldn't come. I don't know why. The time of
Okay.
Adolf
Adolf
Hitler,
Hitler.
Hitler was confiscating properties
Properties
from peoples
from the
and
Jews.
from the Jews, and
Mm,
this is what has led to the Holocaust.
correct. And you think that it was right? That when they were doing the
N-
the declaration, he said it's right for people to own properties.
That is correct. It is the right of people to own properties. Yes.
Okay, that's correct. Before you even go all the way to Adolf Hitler in Germany and Mussolini in Italy and all the superpowers in that
Yeah.
time, France and America, London, you keep going and going. What do you think, even in your own country that you come from, or your own, not even going to the whole country, but your own community, maybe your own tribe, maybe your own family itself? Have you not seen that there's a lot of constraint and restraint that some certain people cannot own a certain land or properties?
That is correct. People are even
Yeah.
dying fighting for land.
Correct. So it has been like a war. It has been like a war in the world that they feel like only certain people. If you watch like Nigeria movies, you see how those some of the movies, and you know, one of the things I really love Nigeria movie, and I watch most of time royalty. My dad is a king in our tribe, right? The
Mm.
old tribe. My dad has done a lot of things. Even I don't like to be telling people, oh, I'm a princess and this and that. But even before my father became a king, he brought school, he brought water, he brought a lot. He gave land to the school, he gave land to where they built a lot of things because he said, one person cannot own all, let others have it. So if you come from a background or a tribe that maybe your parent didn't work hard and they have nothing, it means those children will not get anything. And then some other people, or maybe uncle or family members, they even take even what your parent left for you if they are
Yes,
not alive. It's
yes.
not correct. It is their right to own their own properties. So with what you gave in the Western world at that time, I think they did not see them deemed necessary for them to have properties. No, it is your right to have things and you can share them. Nobody should take our things from us without a good reason. Please write. Nobody is still on. Everyone has the right to own things or share them. Period. Nobody should take our things from us without a good reason. Right? Nobody should do that.
The video I sent to you, Mama, did you watch it about
Which one?
the estate they demolish in Lagos without even allowing the people to take out their
Take
credentials?
out their stuff. That same thing happened in Cameroon.
That's horrible.
In when they were trying to build the stadium in Southwest, many people were stranded and they never compensated them, and that is wrong.
But in this kind of case now, they are doing that because the people voted for an Igbo man. Because of
I
that,
understand.
that's
And that is
horrible.
wrong. So are you saying that people don't have the right to make the type of choice to vote who they want to vote?
Mhm. They are punishing them for voting
They
for
are
an
punishing
Igbo man.
them because of their own right. I don't have a choice of my own to say who I want to.
Mhm.
There is a lot of work. That's why I said human rights is an industry that has not been exploited. And it has not been exploited because we don't have many of consultant or advocacy like us that will educate people to know. Because when you get all these 30 articles of human rights, no, there are certain things you will not agree. No. The reason why certain people are succumbed to certain things is because they lack knowledge. They are ignorant. The scripture say, my children perish because of what? Lack of
Lack of
knowledge.
knowledge.
So when you don't have this knowledge and you know your right, me who have the knowledge and I maneuver over you, I manipulate over you, and I get it. You know what I mean? So that's
Yeah.
how people are suffering. And so we now, as a student of human rights, need to help those that don't know. And it is good. I'm not, I don't know why you guys did not bring students, a lot of students to come for this training. Is so that many people should know their right. I just said, okay, you know what? Let me leave it. But that is it. For any good reason, they shouldn't take it. Article 18. Freedom of thoughts and beliefs. This is where our brothers come again. Freedom of thought and belief. Common mind, common ground. Article 18, freedom of thought and belief. You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. So, in this, it takes us back to when we were talking of Article 60 about marriage, right? That our other brothers and sisters, they have their beliefs. We can't fight it. And when they talk of freedom of thought and belief, what comes in your mind as a Christian or as a theologian?
Faith.
Faith. Okay. So let's use another word, the freedom of religion, because faith is under that, right? Freedom
Yes.
of religion
Of
or belief,
religion.
which is faith. So another word, another one you can also use without you saying freedom of thought and belief. You just say freedom of what? Religion or belief, right? So
Correct.
yeah, we all have the right to believe in what we want to believe. That's why I said I can never get mad with my other brothers and sisters who have chosen to be what they want to be. I respect that. That's their choice. That's their belief. I'm not fighting you. But I don't. I would see you if you're a woman. I see you as a woman. That's how I see you.
Hello.
She's there. The allergy is visiting her. Sorry, ma'am.
That's your choice. But I cannot call you man when you are not man. That's not what I believe. I'm seeing a female figure in front of me, and that's what I'm saying. Mhm. We all have the right to believe in what we want to believe. To have a religion, comma, or, or to change it if we want. All right.
Yep.
Okay. That is Article 18, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. It says we all have the right to own our belief, to have a religion, have no religion, or to change it. For for its time, the UDH, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, was very progressive in asserting that beliefs of all religion. What I will do to you guys, all right,
Mm.
and I will not do it for free because it's costing me a lot. It's really costing me a lot. I want to not what I'm giving you guys now is just like a synopsis, but I will develop this because I see that we are heartbroken and people should really know this. I want to develop this in a whole little book. Actually, I will go into detail in each of the rights. The 30, when I put it out, I will explain in detail. I put it out and I will publish that book. And then with other stuff. And then Mama Rose was talking of human rights. I mean, of human trafficking, right?
Mm.
I have note on that as well. I've done a lot of research. And then child abuse as well. Child's
Mm.
right, or the yes, that one as well. So after this, you can, when you have all those knowledge, and they will also do disability rights. When we have all the, which you will see it here, when you have all those knowledge, guess what? You will find yourself that in the UN you can get a job, in the UNICEF you can get a job, you'll be a voice because you have all this. So you have that book with you. I'm doing
Even
some.
domestic abuse, ma. The way men
It's
are killing their
rampant. It's
the
rampant.
way
It's
men are
rampant.
killing their wives in Africa is so
Yes,
horrible.
I agree.
Deforming them. Hey,
I agree. I agree.
hey.
I agree. I agree with you 100. Look at the case of Osinachi. Look at the case.
Osinachi,
That was that the right of that woman was abused. For what wrong did she do?
And the man
So
ran away. They helped the man to
yes,
run
they were
away.
supposed to hang him, and I'm asking, how did the case end it? You know?
The man ran away. They helped the man to run from the police, from the detention.
Well, the people that help the man to run, the man will not still run forever, though. He will still go
God will
because
arrest them.
character is like what? Character
It's
is like
a
what?
smoke. It's like a
It's like
smoke.
pregnancy. He will not hide. He will
Mhm.
go somewhere again and he will do and even do this time worse.
In Jesus' name.
Yes, he will do it worse. Osinachi's spirit will not fight, but he will do something that, because he was supposed to be addressed and disciplined for that act of his.
But they helped
But
him to run away.
that's what I'm saying. So that's fine. God sees. I mean, man can always talk, but there's one person we cannot run. You want to run from God?
No.
Can't run. So that's Article 18. Article 19.
Mama, can you just read through the?
right?
I
I
don't
will. Article 18, freedom of thought and
and
belief,
believe.
or you can also have it as freedom of religion and belief.
Believe.
We all have the
The
right to
right to
believe
believe.
in what we want to
Want
believe
to
and
believe.
to have a
To
religion or to change
have
it
a
if we
religion
want.
if you want. Yes, that was
That's
correct,
it.
ma. Yes,
Yeah.
ma.
Okay. Article 19, freedom of
Right of
expression.
freedom of expression. That's
Huh?
this one I know.
Freedom of expression. We all have that one. I have the right to talk. But I don't think everybody has the right to talk in certain countries. Because if you talk, you are going down.
Mm-hmm.
I I feel to add this freedom of expression should also be known as freedom of opinion, so that we can talk, because it seems like it's only certain people that can give opinion and it's being accepted. Not everyone, right?
Yeah.
That
So
is correct.
freedom of expression and also opinion. You have your opinion on, then you express it. So we all have the right to make up our own minds. We have the right to make up our own minds. What? To think what we like. You want to cut your penis and become woman, go ahead. That's fine.
Dr. Brooks.
I will say it. What is it? I will say it. It's recorded. I will say it. The students who watch this, who listen to this, will be like, we missed that class.
Dr. Brooks, freedom of opinion. We all, that's where I stopped. I was sneezing, but I could not.
We all have the right to make up our own minds.
Right to
That's
make
when I said, if you want to cut whatever, cut them. Before Pastor Emma said, okay. We have the mind to make up our own mind, to think what we like to say.
to think
Yes.
what
To think what we like to say.
we like to say.
What we think. And to share our ideas with
We
other people.
think
And share ideas with other people.
our idea.
With other people.
Other
People.
people.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, please. Article 20. Article
Shugi.
Article 20 is the right to public assembly. The right to what? Public assembly
Yeah.
or association. Number one. There is what they call, I don't know if you guys know about this body. It's called International Religion Freedom Around Round Table. Have you heard of it?
Yes.
Okay,
Not
good.
me. Not
Huh?
me.
Okay.
Inte
You
York.
can find it after maybe Pastor.
I can Google it when I'm done. What was the name again, ma? Mama. Brother Emmanuel, can you repeat what she said?
I didn't remember. She called up for me. I didn't.
You
I
said
didn't.
you know it, and now you don't remember. You want me to? We are being recorded.
Oh, she was talking about an organization that I follow.
I
So
want you
Yes.
to tell me the name of the organization so I can write it.
Yes. That's what I was trying to do, and then I lost you guys. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Don't be,
you drop off.
Yeah.
don't be so
International Religion Freedom.
international
National
religion
Religion Freedom.
freedom. Okay,
I think table around International Religion Freedom Round Table.
round.
I think it's a round table, a global table. It's very important for you guys to know. It's good that Pastor Macmillan knows.
I'm very curious.
Yeah, it's very important.
I'm very,
It's called
very curious.
Yeah, they really are into fighting religious rights.
correct.
Wow.
Mm.
Then I need them in Nigeria.
No, you should need them in that your country that you are.
Sweden, just forget it. It's a lost country. It's a lost soul. It's only God to save Sweden from Sweden. Mama, I've lost so much in this country because I'm like you.
Yeah,
I
Christian.
say what I think.
Yeah,
They don't like people who voice out the truth.
they are mine. But
I've been
again, it's
I've
wrong.
been I've been persecuted. I've lost so much because of my honesty.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, they are called the International Religion Freedom Roundtable. The headquarters, I think, is here in DC, though.
It's in Washington D.C.
Yes, it's right
Mhm.
there. I'm sending it to you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm sending it to you right now.
God
I'll
bless
send
you.
even to Pastor, then I'll send to you guys personally, then send to the forum. I've just sent to you, Mommy Rose.
God bless you, ma'am.
I've sent to Pastor as well. So it's very important. They are really fighting, but how much can they? Like you said, some certain places is just it's lost. It's totally just lost, you know. But Article
Yeah.
20, the right to public assembly and association. So it is a right. You can have an assembly, you can have an association, and as a human right, you guys can hold meetings. And the only part that people are looking at and say, okay, well, it's because when it started going to be violent, and it has to be peaceful until when things are shaking. So
Mhm.
we all have this right to meet our friends. Are you writing?
We
We
all
all
have
this
this
right
this
to
right
meet our friends,
to meet our friends
mhm, and to work together in
and
peace
to walk
together
together
in
in
peace
peace
to defend our rights. And that's what this International Religion Freedom
Then,
Roundtable is. Mhm.
right.
Yes. Nobody can make us join a group if we don't want to. That's why I respect my other families, my other brothers.
Can make us
That
to
nobody can make us
a group
join a group
if
if we don't want to. Nobody should.
want to.
Mhm.
Hallelujah.
Yes. So when you read this International Religion Freedom Roundtable coalition, you get a lot. They're really fighting, really
Good evening,
fighting.
sir.
Huh?
Dr. Brooke, can you repeat again? Nobody can do what?
Oh, nobody can
Nobody,
make us join a group
if we
if
don't
we
want
do
to.
not want to, or if we don't want to.
If we don't
Don't want to. I
want.
want to end here so that I will be remaining 10 and we'll finish in next week. Okay.
Yes, ma. God bless you, ma.
Yes. So that if there's any question, some of you answer some question, I will be sending back your papers, Pastor Macmillan, to you, I think this weekend. Yesterday was, what do you call?
Oh, Dr. Brooke,
Including-
I have a question.
Yes.
Did you receive my emails?
Yes, I did. I did.
Okay,
Yes, please, I did. That's
thank
why I
you.
say you'll be getting your paper. You'll be getting your paper before Monday. Then, because there are all of you that I gave the time of grace. Your stuff has come in. I think majority has come in. So I don't want to mark one. When I sit down to read and I start reading and I'm marking, I'm just marking and I'm going. I don't want to mark and finish so and come back and go again and come back. But we have only 10 more articles remaining. But it's getting interesting, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
It is getting interesting. And we are learning a lot of things that we should know. That's why I want to develop I really want to develop a book for us. I've already put together enough, and then especially what you should really know as a human rights student is this rights it is your foundation. It's everything for the world that you live today. It's everything. So I call the human right like the 30 commandment as far as you have to live to know your right. It's a Bible in the economy or in the industry of human rights and defense and law. Be it civil, be it political, be it economical, be it cultural, be it social. This 30 rights is the Bible for them to know. When you know this right, you can walk with your head up, not being arrogant, but you can walk with your head. There are certain things, be it even marriage, be it even in your culture, or how certain family will tell you, you cannot marry from this culture, you cannot marry this person, you cannot, yes, they might have a very good reason, but if it happens that two souls connect, what we have to do, there's a lot that needs to be done, So, and especially us in Africa, I don't think some of us even had rights like children growing. They don't really have rights. Let call it spade to spade. The only right you have is the right that you can sleep, and sometimes you don't even have to sleep.
You don't ever have to sleep at the hours you want to sleep.
Yes.
Go and
don't.
fetch water. Go
Water. Flores. Okay. No problem. So we will, when we finish this 30 article of human right, we will have a little bit of an exam. And then we will do human trafficking, right? We will do right of disability, and then we will do it's something I jot down. I felt like it was important for me to teach on that. I'll go back and revisit it. Something that's it has to do with human, which I think many people and neglecting. And neglecting.
Mm.
And that,
You know, this knowing all this right, it's very upsetting in term of like, I think that's one of the reason why a lot of people are not aware of it, because this can create a revolution. Because the
Mhm.
irony of this thing is the government or the people, they want to send whatever they're supposed to uh
they're
guide.
not meeting the needs for the same thing they have said.
They don't
Yeah.
meet the need. They are
They're not following.
breaking
It's like
all
they are
these
not following,
laws.
and that's why there is riot. But guess what? Pastor Emma? It is better for the revolution to revolve, to come up. You know why? Because many are suffering because they don't know it.
Yeah.
You know, when you know something, you speak with confidence, not arrogant. We're
You
not
see-
learning. We're not learning this right now. We're
Mm.
not learning this to go and start breaking people's house and said, you did this. No, now we are cautious. The way you have known this right? And God forbid, somebody is in a situation, right, that you have to help that person. It is how you, because of the knowledge you have now about the right, the way you handle that situation is different from somebody who doesn't know the right.
You know, there was a situation in 2019, Dr. Brooks,
Mm,
when I was given an assignment,
yes.
and I knew 100% I did the right thing. But the
Okay.
person, the authority that gave me I don't want to mention him, the authority
Yeah,
that
just
gave
don't
me
have to. Just the
yeah, the
individual
authority
that
that gave me the
the
assignment,
individual, yes,
the,
that gave me
the,
the
the
assignment. Yes.
worker does not want
You
to
just
take
drop. Sorry.
responsibility for the mistake he made. He now tried to make me a scapegoat. And my ex-husband was one of the best five lawyers, Anthony, here in Stockholm.
Mm.
He was telling me, oh, don't go there, just let them go. And I went to meet his friends. No, 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 no. If you still want to work in this country, if you do, remember you are a black woman. Just,
Mhm.
just let go, let go, let go. And I went into prayer and asked God, if it is your will that this can happen to me, that somebody lied against me and I just fall down. If it is your will, Father, give me the strength to let go. But
Vindicate me.
if it is not, Father, give me the
Vindicate me.
knowledge to find the right lawyer who will stand by my side and fight
Yes,
this.
and you had a husband, and who's supposed to cover you?
Yeah.
That's right.
And
He didn't even do it.
because at that time I was already divorced with him. So him
Ah.
and his friend was saying, no, 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 no. They were trying to protect me until I went on 7 days, no food, no water, nothing. I was
For
crying.
prayers.
I did not leave my room. If you see me,
Amen.
Dr. Bros, you will feel sorry for me. The only thing I get up to do is to go to the toilet, and I didn't brush my teeth. I did not leave my bedroom. I did not come up. I did not eat. Nothing. I cried and cried. I would cry and sleep until God showed me a vision.
Mm.
That was the day I got up. When I got up, said I want to go down to go and eat, I realized that I was even smelling myself.
Wow.
Then I got up. Took the energy. I came out of my house. I went to
Mhm.
the compound and I lied down and said, God, thank you for this.
Amen.
And after I got some fresh air, I went inside and took a shower. Then I pick up my, I drank water for the first time. Even drinking the water was like pain in my stomach because 7 days, no food, no water, nothing, nothing. I was almost not feeling well. Then I now decided to take the step of faith
Mhm.
with all prayers and all this. I have 3 Dr. Lukoya books I was reading. He said, if somebody wrong you, keep on repeating that same one prayer over and over. You see God will
Mhm.
surely answer you. That's why I
Mhm.
believe in that book so much. 101 Spiritual Warfare. And nobody can tell me anything about that book. I tell you, no, it works. And I
Mhm.
decided to fight them. And I went to this lawyer. The lawyer said to me, Rose, I charge like your money, $350 per hour. I
Uh-huh.
said, if I have to pay you $500 per hour just for me to clear up my name,
Mhm, mhm,
go ahead.
mhm.
I don't mind. I will sell my house. I will sell my car. I just want justice.
Mm,
The lawyer said,
mm,
then you are in the right place. We started
mm,
the war. When they realized that I was so adamant, when they come with one excuse, I will come with evidence. When they come with this,
mm.
the way I was piling evidence, they just said, okay, can we settle?
Wow.
But we settled. I was okay, but they made sure that every angle where I can get work, they block me, block me,
Mm-mm.
block me. And since then, Dr. Bruce, I've not recovered. From somebody who was earning so much money before.
Money.
If I want to buy a car, my monthly salary, I can buy a new car. I'll pay cash. They took everything away from me. But do you know what I'm happy for? That I
No.
did not just fall and let them use me to fry Gary. They will never forget me too. Okay, they took
Mhm.
my money away, but they didn't take my honor.
Mm-mm.
They did not rubbish my name in the mud.
Amen.
So that's my joy.
Well, we thank God that we have learned human rights. We are still even learning. We are
Yes.
excited. Like Pastor Macmillan said, this right is to cause revolution. It's better
Yes.
it
So
costs it. It's better it costs it than people are going down every day, physically and emotionally
mentally,
abused.
emotional. Yeah.
Mentally abused. It's not good. It's not good because they don't know where to turn to.
Don't
When
worry.
you
One
become
day,
like
one day I will
consultant,
come.
Because
I
when we
will
look
come
at
and
it,
cane every one of them. I'm coming back for them. I'm not done with them, Mama.
mm-mm,
yeah,
I'm
because
not done with them.
when we look at all this right, and you realize that these, even in our own individual families, are been breaking. You see what I mean? We've been raised, or we raise children where the way we talk to them, with the way we abuse them. In Africa alone, all these rights are even deemed to be not even working, because your parents will say, you think that you know, nah? In my house, in my house, you have right. In my house that I build with my money, you have right. Go and do your own.
now you and me who knows the way you will talk to a child. Well, that's why I said this right has been like this from time onset that we did not know. And in Africa, I
Hmm.
don't think we as children in Africa growing up, we even had one of these rights. So um now that you know there is a way you will counsel. And if a child has to do certain things out of order, there is a way you will know the right now. There is a way you will talk to that child. You will
Mm-hmm.
not just you will not just I cannot just shout at Peggy like back home, whether you are 20, 40, doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
As you are
Even me,
unstable,
I'm 61.
it,
I can't
yes.
even still decide it when
No,
I
I
come to
can't
the
talk to
palace.
Peggy
Never.
anyhow. There's a way I'll talk to Peggy, there's a way I'll talk to Jessie. She has her right. There are certain things. You yourself, Peggy, you know that this thing is right. I'm not doing it. Let me put it like this. But how you will approach it is what will make the other person. And even in
Mm-hmm.
relationship, and when somebody always feel like they have dominion over you in relationship, it can never work. We just seen that in marriage. We saw marriage and family. If one person think that I have power over you, well, that marriage has to fail or that relationship has to fail. It's
Yeah.
not about power, it's respect. I respect that Pastor Emma does not like when I do this. I will not go me there. I'm not doing it. It's not because I'm scared of him, but for the sake of LOVE and for the sake of peace. That's why I say people have privacy. I'm not dragging you, and if I've seen that this is it, but when one person is doing it over and over, in the case of relationship, whether it's boyfriend, whether it's courtship, whether it's dating, whether it's marriage or whatever, you are taking advantage on the other one, and which is not good. Which is not good. And that's how, where we come from, let's not call names. Many of us and our parents have treated maybe our mothers, or maybe our mothers have treated them, or our uncles. In my house, you talk like this,
Even
Yeah.
today, Dr. Brooke, even
Right
today,
now, we still
right
do
now,
that.
we are
We still
talking,
do
it's
it. You're right.
it's still going
I
on
agree.
right now.
I agree 100%. Agree with you.
Right now,
Agree.
because the way our uncle, dad, cousin talk to the wives, the children, or even to us, because we believe that the children is being raised by the community. Even the neighbor can talk to you in a very demeaning way, and it's okay. And that's how we grow up. That's how children grow up, and believing that this is only how life is. Because you don't even think that you have any right to say anything until you know until even you think that when you make money, I think that's the behavior.
But that is it. We can talk about this till the world end. We will still be talking, but that is why we are all taking the knowledge and have it and try to better the community that we live, and try to show others the right way. Because you who is educated now, you will know how to. Uncle, no, I think Marcia Mata has a right to speak. Let her speak. Then Paul has right to speak. But like you said, back home, who is talking? How you dare talk? What
Hmm.
are you saying? What are you saying? But again, let's leave it. We
What
thank
time did
God.
you wake up today? What time did you wake up today? What did you even eat to talk to me?
It's okay. Father, we thank you this afternoon. We thank you for giving us more insight. Your children are all fired up. We all are fired up. We are angry in our spirit. We pray that by the end of this certification training of this human right, there will be a lot inside us that we will use to change our world, our community, the people that will be around us. Lord, it's not just to have the knowledge, but to make that knowledge an impact to those that are voiceless, as we are gathering all this to be that voice to the voiceless. They have been echoing all this while. It's time for someone to speak on their behalf. And we trust you, who is a father of justice, to help us. Continue to pray for our brothers and sisters that couldn't make it here today because they had one or two challenges, that the healing hand will rest upon Prophet Mega and the wife. And thank God for safe delivery for Prophet Nanje, wife and and baby are doing fine. And baby Blandine, that is in another meeting right now. Pastor Nobu was in another meeting, like she called, and the other student that we couldn't have them. We just thank you, and those of us that are here, that we will continue to run this race and push it to where we are going. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen and amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Wonderful. Thank you,
Yeah.
ma. Thank
We
you.
thank
More
God.
anointing,
We
ma.
thank God. Yes.
More anointing, ma.
You will get all